Hello guys, thank you for tuning into our Tuesday rundown there, Tuesday the 6th, covering the first round of World Cup qualifying matches. I've got Jamie James to my left, JJ is a winner, is his Twitter handle, and Nigel Seeley. Guys, thank you for being here.
Thank you, Natalie.
Thank you for asking me, thank you.
Thank you, Nigel. Right,
Okay.
Tuesday rundown. I have got 3 bets for this day. Nigel, how many have you got?
I've got 2.
2. How many you got?
1.5. I got 1.5. I'm going to.
Well, should we start with your 1.5?
What do you think of the new management team for Belgium, Nigel? What's your thoughts on that?
I think it was a disaster waiting to happen. I think Roberto Martinez couldn't control egos at Everton. I think he was too much of a nice guy. And he's going to a Belgium team that's got some of the biggest internal problems in world football. I mean, Lukaku, Hazard, the goalkeeper, they're massive egos. And I think he's tried to bring in someone like Thierry Henry and thinks the players are going to buy that. It may have worked back in 2003, but these guys are on 300 grand a week. They don't care who you are. And I think it's a disaster waiting to happen, JJ.
Yeah, I think so. It's all style, no substance, Natalie.
Does that mean you got 1 tip then?
I got
was that the half, depending on how
no,
that
this one's the full official tip. I'm taking Cyprus plus 1.5 goals at 365, and I'm getting 1.875.
Against who? Cyprus.
Cyprus, Belgium, yeah.
Cyprus. Okay, so you're right. You're taking.
Yeah, I'm taking Cyprus 1.5 Want to do
I
that
like
again?
that.
I
like that.
No, I'm good.
All right, okay. You got me all confused. I'm going ready, Natalie. Yeah. I've got the right game, Nigel, haven't I?
Yeah, you've got the right game. I like that a lot, you know, because Belgium come off that pitch against Spain and they were booed off the pitch. The fans turned them straight away after one game. It's very unusual to see that, you know, one game you're playing at home against Spain. You're not losing 2-0 against Andorra. And they turned on him straight away. And I didn't think they liked style. I think Cyprus is a tough place to go. It's going to be really, really hot there as well, JJ.
Yeah.
I mean, people don't think about that kind of thing. I know these players are playing, but it's going to be 38 degrees.
Yeah, mate.
30 degrees. It's a big thing. And Cyprus don't get beat by many at home. They lost. They played Belgium in the European Championship qualifiers, and Belgium only beat them 1-0.
Yeah.
They got beat by Wales 1-0 at home, and they got beat by 1 goal in the last 3 games. So plus 1.5 Cyprus, I like a lot.
Yeah, and they make a hostile environment there. It's a tough place to visit. So yeah, that's my solid play of the day.
That was a good one, actually.
Okay,
yeah,
great.
Good one. Nigel, go on.
And then I've got another one. I'm going to get some stick on this one, but my guys there, offshore industry, will like this one. A very, very small play. I just got to do it with Gibraltar being 41. I mean, it's got to be worth a cheeky tenner. You never know, Nigel, do you?
Well, I used to live in Gibraltar. I worked for Victor Chandler out in Gibraltar when it was the very first odds compiler to go to Gibraltar. I lived out there for 2 years. And back in the day, I was 26 when I got there. I was the second best football player in Gibraltar, JJ.
There you go.
So now, okay.
Wow.
And the best player in Gibraltar was twice the size of you.
Well, I don't know if that's true. I mean, Lincoln Redham, they upset Celtic, didn't they? They did that in the qualifiers for the Champions League. So I think they got a shout. I mean, at 41, I've just got to take a little play on that. Very, very small play.
Well, I don't think they'll win it. Obviously, they don't play their home games in Gibraltar. They play their away. So but I do think they're plus 4 goals at 1.85 against a Greece side. Now, you've got to remember Greece. They won the European Championships by not scoring a goal.
Yeah.
They're still awful going forward. I mean, they've got no goals in. They were terrible in the European qualification campaign. And Greece would go to Gibraltar to try and play for a 0-0 draw. That's the way they play. So I think plus 4 goals at 1.85 is the bet.
No,
the 40-1 trade, I think it's a good money price. It could be 0-0 after 25 minutes. You could cash out at 20, 25, 16 or something like that.
Yeah.
Whether it happens, I don't know. But it wouldn't be surprised if Greece win this 1 or 2-0.
Well, no one would have said that Lincoln there in Gibraltar would beat Celtic, would they? And they did. Miracles can happen. Get the job done, boys.
Well, I would hope you're right.
All right, another one bet I'm looking at which really does have value, Netherlands versus Sweden. Obviously, Netherlands at home, I think they're in good form. They've had a good run of friendlies. Obviously, they didn't qualify, though, in Euro 2016. Sweden haven't scored in their last 2 matches, and I believe they're missing their star striker. Am I right, Nigel?
Well, it depends who their star striker is. Their star striker is Zlatan Ibrahimovic, who's retired, and I think that's the biggest thing that's going to happen. I disagree with you. I think Holland are worth opposing. They got beat 2-1 at home by Greece on Thursday night. We're speaking about Greece. We're tipping Greece up to beat Holland, to beat Gibraltar. Sorry, Gibraltar to beat Greece. And they lose at home to Holland. So I'm not so sure. I think Sweden here. And I think sometimes in football, I think other players might see Ibrahimovic going. I know it's great for players, but I think it gives other people opportunities to come out and show it's a new regime, a new manager, a new style of play. And I think Sweden might do something here. I like Sweden plus a half. I think it's about 1.8, I think. With
sort of what, like a draw no bet option?
Yeah, I think Sweden gets something from this game. I really do.
I'm sticking to my guns here. 2.2, Netherlands win their home win.
I'm with you, Nat. I'm with you on that one, mate. I think...
feeling a bit alone in this
I'm with you there. Boom. I'm taking that. Holland's going to get the job done. That one's a ticket casher. 2.20. Put it in the bank.
All right, Belarus versus France. I'd take a bet on this one as well. France runners up in Euro 2016. I think they're going to want to bounce back. I think they want something from this match, certainly from the tournament. Belarus won't make it easy for France. I'm going to take France -1, 1.66. Nigel, do you agree or disagree?
I'm not so sure. I mean, Belarus beat Ireland 2-1 in their last international. And last week they went to Norway and won 1-0. I think France are a team that sort of can go one way. They expected to win the European Championship. They never won the European Championship. So these players now, and also they're probably one of the egotistical sets of players in the world. They can either be unbelievably good or unbelievably bad. None of these players will fancy a trip to the Belarus 2 weeks into the early part of the season after the disappointment of the World Cup. They'll raise their game at home. They will qualify. But I think this is a real good unders. I could see this being 0-0. I really can. I wouldn't trust France at all. And if you want to back France or trust France in any sport, you're doing it all wrong.
All right. I'm going to try and win you over, Nigel. I've got one more. See if he agrees with one of my bets. Switzerland versus Portugal. I'm going for Portugal. Draw no bets. 2.05 William Hill. Portugal are actually the underdogs in this match, which I found quite confusing. Obviously, winners of Euro 2016. Switzerland only made it to the round of 16. Yes, they are at home, but I think Portugal can at least get the job done, if not a draw, but draw no bet.
Yeah, I'm staying off that one personally. What's your thoughts, Nigel?
I probably wouldn't get too much involved, really. But the thing is, all I would say to you is if you're backing Portugal, if you back Portugal in every single game when they won the European Championship, you'd lose money. Because they drew every game.
That's
they
true.
drew every single game.
Well, I've got the draw no bet in it.
Well, that's a good little... the draws are big money.
Smart, sir.
But the other thing about Portugal now is that everywhere they go, teams are going to raise their game because they're playing European champion. And that's a big, big problem for me. Again, like all weekend, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, all these games, all about under 2.5 goals, every game.
Yep, no, it's a good little strategy he's got going there. And men lie, women lie, figures don't. And look how well we did last week, so we'll see. Yeah. But I'll tell you what, I will be doing the victory dance this week.
If Gibraltar win, JJ, I will fly you to Gibraltar with me and we'll go out there and we'll film it next week, the two of us in Gibraltar.
With the monkeys on the rock.
Yeah, there we go.
Well, there's another couple of monkeys going on the rock with them.
Speak for yourself, mate.
Any more picks, Nigel, before I let you go?
No, I think that's all for that today. I do like that Macedonia-Albania play earlier. I spoke about the earlier games. I think that would be my best play of the week. I do like that. But I think it's some great information. Hopefully we get some punters and getting a few quid.
All right,
that's what it's all about, mate, making the punters home a bit of money.
Yeah, that's what we do these videos for. Guys, thank you so much for watching. And guys, thanks for joining.
Thank you.